right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So here you see a few ladies from our team. And
Yes.
this was in our team meeting, I think, 2 years ago when we all met in Vienna. And the
Mhm.
very right girl, she used to be in the Swiss military and is a
Mhm.
fitness instructor and lymphatic massage therapist. Then in the middle is a single mom with a hotel in Germany. And then we have on the left, she's also from Switzerland. They own a industry for heavy metals or something like that. So
Oh,
already you see that there is coming people and women from any corner of backgrounds into this business. It doesn't require certain skills. It's funny like how you really see in this business how your vibe is attracting your tribe. We all
yeah.
about, healthy eating. We love to do the yoga and the sports, and we really have already common ground. And then building with these women together a vision that we all have very clear in front of us, and it becomes family. We talk almost every day. We have our little WhatsApp groups and Telegram chats. We are meeting each other now, and this is also something where I would like to invite you. We're meeting in Frankfurt in the 21st of September as a team, and then there
Mhm.
is a event from Nu Skin on the 22nd, so we can talk about that
Yeah.
in case you feel that this would be something that you can make happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump right into your questions that we had talked about last week. I think it was, or already 2 weeks ago. I
I
don't know.
think it's 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Time
Time flies.
flies, crazy. Our partner. Nu Skin Enterprise is the partner brand that we work with. Nu Skin is put together from nutrition and skin. It's very interesting because 1984, when the four founders decided to do something, they said, okay, if we're going to start something, it has to be different. We don't want to be part of toxic waxes. We don't want to be part of an industry with parabens and paraffins in cosmetic products that you put on your skin. It has to be different. We want to disrupt the market. We want to be the first cosmetic brand based on water cosmetics. So that's
Right.
how they started, with a complete
Mhm.
new approach to disrupt the industry. When they started, they knew that the holistic concept of beauty is what it's all about. Nutrition and skin. That's the name, Nu Skin. So it's all about,
Mhm.
healthy gut, supplements, the combination of skin and a healthy digestion. It's really a holistic concept. And until today, we are leading the market with this vision. 16 years on the New York stock market, so there's full transparency. It's a real, like, established company that is on the market. And for us as a partner, that's important because you need to know that your commissions is paid on time. You need to know that this is, a stable institution that is not vanishing in 2 years because you want to build something with this, right? We are on the first front. We are the number one when it comes to technologies, beauty technologies and wellness technologies on the global market. There is nobody like us on the market with these abilities in the skin tech. Nobody.
Mhm.
We are operating in 50 plus countries. So next year, India, Brazil, there is huge countries and huge launches on the horizon.
Wow.
So no matter if you have a friend in Australia or perhaps old school buddy in Norway or your old neighbor in the United States, it's one click away to become a client or a business partner. It's super easy for us nowadays to create a global network, like we talked the other day, right? And yeah, so Forbes magazine, I think, rings a bell with you, no? Forbes
Yep.
magazine, economic magazine.
Yeah.
They had this article about mechanics to wealth, how nowadays you can create wealth and yeah, good optimized income. And with a 40 hour week, 60-hour week, or an 80-hour week, you will achieve your burnout, but you will not achieve an income that brings you into wealth or into automatized income streams. So Forbes magazine actually rated our compensation plan a key to wealth. This compensation plan inhibits the mechanics of wealth. And that's very exciting for us because obviously we love what we do, but also we want to do it to create a living, a long-term living. Yeah. And then you see here, that's also very interesting. In 2022, in these years when the world stood still, pandemics, lockdowns, all this was happening in 2022, 21, 22, we still achieved 2.2 billion sales revenue. Why is that possible? Because within these last 40 years that Nu Skin is on the market, they were able to bring the whole production chain into their own hands. So even if everything is breaking down and falling apart, we produce our own products from seed to the box. There is nothing shipped from Vietnam and then packaged in Africa. Everything is done in their own supply chain so that we have full control of the sustainability, full control of the quality. For example, we were talking to one of the quality managers, and my boyfriend, they have huge lands and farms in Argentina, and he was like, would Nu Skin be interested in buying land from us in Argentina? And they said, no, we're not interested because we are not growing anything for our ingredients outside. Everything is in-house because we don't want pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, everything that is out there in the modern agriculture. They don't want that on their stuff.
Ah, okay. But is it based in, so they are totally like based in the US then?
So they
The whole
are
production chain, or is the
headquarters.
fabric?
Yeah, the headquarters is in the United States, and then they have different outlets around the world. They have laboratories, 11 laboratories around the world,
Oh,
and they
11. Wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But for example, in Europe, the main quarter or like distribution center is in the Netherlands. So if you order something in Sweden within 4 or 5 days, it's in front of your doorstep. So they are not shipping from the United States.
Okay, okay. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they have different distribution centers.
yeah.
And also because of the different laws. I think in Europe, the supplements have to be a little bit different than in the United States. So there has
Yeah,
to
for
be different
sure. Yeah,
manufacturing processes, but
yeah.
everything is done in-house. Everything is really done with sustainable approach. You will see when you receive your first package, nothing is wrapped in plastic. We don't have product catalogs and paper anymore. We don't send out receipts. Everything is really focused on getting less in the CO2 footprint, reducing all the carbon dioxide. So we visited the headquarters and it's all running on sustainable energies. It really is mind-blowing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And that's what you see down here, a few girls of our team in the Provo in Utah in the headquarters, actually with the logo of our company, which is the Fountain of Youth. So perhaps very
Oh,
soon we're gonna be able to add a photo of you because this is the first paid travel that Nu Skin gifts to you and your family for achieving your certain goals. You're gonna be invited to meet everybody in the headquarters to see how everything is done with the production and obviously to take you pictures in front of the
yeah.
fountain. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Some people are super into science. When I first met my boyfriend, he was like, "What are you doing with this beauty and lipstick and na 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 na?" He then saw and understood that this is fully high-tech, scientific, very, very like smart approaches. And especially for men, that is more the part where they see how amazing, smart, intelligent, and futuristic this company is. For us women, it's very abstract. Just so that you know, they are absolutely about science, research, technology. So that's why they have 11 state-of-the-art laboratories around the world. And some of our scientists, they are co-founders of the anti-baby pill. They are co-founders of Very Insight Cancer Research, and all these super smart, intelligent heads are working exclusively nowadays for Nu Skin to create the best outcomes, the highest qualities, the latest products. We have several TCM scientists with the highest degree in TCM medicine. So really, really exciting what they produce and what they bring on the market every single year. Yeah, they have certain quality control steps to really make sure that nothing goes out to our clients that doesn't belong in the product. There is no heavy metals, no parabens, no paraffins, no microplastic. There is so much control that you can't even combine it to an organic product, because with the organic product, you don't know nowadays if the ingredients were raised next to a field with pesticides and herbicides. They don't have these control steps that we have.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult to be a consumer today.
Yeah. Yeah. But you will see first when you start trying the products that something is different. And then you will also see how your clients and your partners will feel, because you feel at the end of the day that something is different. You see the difference. You see that the supplements work. And that's how we create long-term clients and partners. Because once these people have tried the product, they will recommend to their families, to their husbands, to their wives, to their mothers, fathers, and sisters. And that's how automatically you grow, because people are convinced by the product.
Mm.
Yeah, we are the only company on the market that is working with epigenetic cell expression technology. That sounds like and it
What is
was
that?
yeah, that's something that it took me a year to find out about that, but it's so interesting because it was found in the cancer research that actually every single gene in our body has a certain expression. So let's say for men, the genetic expression of hair loss goes up when they age.
Mm.
So then you start losing hair. Or for example, for my skin, I was very high in the genetic expression of pigmentation. That's why I had the melasma.
Mm.
So every gene has a certain expression, like a radio,
Yeah.
And this technology, we do have that in products, we do have that in supplements. What this technology can do is it goes into the cell and it detects, okay, the gene for hair loss is overexpressed very high, so we need to express it lower, and then your hair stops falling out and your hair actually starts growing back. And if you do that with the aging process of your skin, the skin ages, and we can stop this aging process in your cell. That's an epigenetic process, a biohacking process of stopping the aging. And that's what we own. This technology is owned by Nu Skin. That's huge.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like this, it goes on and on and on. I don't want to go into details, but just a few key points where you really see, okay, this is real. The company is really like behind all the science and technology. Okay, so we have talked about being the number one on the market with the partner that you work with, having a very exciting compensation plan that was rated as a key to wealth from an international economics magazine. And now let's look at the industry. And we talked about that last time, I think. The beauty and wellness industry is the number one growing industry on the market. Everybody out there wants to feel better, wants to look younger, wants to do something on their energetic level. So 8 billion people out there are basically our clients. So this is an industry that doesn't sleep. There's no downsides. There is no low months. Even when the pandemic hit, we had huge sales numbers because we nowadays can do everything.
Yeah, in the phone, right? Yeah.
And you can spread into the entire world from your living room, sitting on the couch, talking to your friend in Sydney. Hey, I know you have this yoga studio and I know you have tons of clients. What if we would show your clients the best collagen product on the market? This is the link, and that's it. Product is sent to your friend in Sydney. You don't have to store anything in your garage. You don't have to ship. You don't have to, nothing. It's all done for you. It's all there already.
That's really convenient.
It really comes handy. And you know, all the technology is there. We have certain apps that make sure that you have the office in the palm of your hand whenever you are like working, I don't know, somewhere on an event, or you're in the car, or you're on holidays and hanging out on the pool. It is already there and it works already. So we have certain technologies just for our clients where the client can do a skin scan, skin consultation with our artificial intelligence, and you with your back office application, you can generate all links. You can see your tax. You can see your income from last year. You can see how your team is performing. It's
Yeah,
it
that's good.
really comes handy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just to like bring this for slide to an end. Here it says the start is without risk, contracts, or investments. So let's say you feel like, okay, this is really cool. I want to start it. All you do is you try the product, the supplement or the skin device or whatever you feel like this could be for you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay any monthly fee or annual fee. You don't sign any contract because this is not working for me. This is not working for Nu Skin. This is you building your own business
Mm.
as an individual person. You can name it, you can label it, you can brand it, you can put it in the colors that you want. You decide how it goes. Uh,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
there is no risk, you know?
Mhm.
If you say, okay, this was not for me, you have your skin device and you will love using it until whenever, whichever day it comes. But
Mm.
you don't have to do investments. You like when you open a restaurant, a pizza place, you have to do a down payment of $150,000
Oh,
minimum.
yes, of course. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
But I have a question though. Is it not a requirement perhaps, but is it best for me to have my own company? Or because I guess you're not employed with Nu Skin, right? So, or how does it, or perhaps you will come to that as well in your presentation, but
Mm, so
how
obviously
does it
from the
work?
mindset, I'm always looking to talk to people that already have this mindset of an entrepreneur, that already know, okay, if I want to do something here and build something, I have to go out and talk to people. I have to be creative. I have to take over the lead, instead of trying a product for $200. I might try the product range for $500 because it's an investment into my business. But
Yeah.
from the organizational part, if you are self-employed, if you just start without any registration, or if you start already with a registered business, that is
Mm.
up to you. That also depends
Oh,
where you
okay.
are with your tax right now. That also varies from country to country, I
Oh
think.
yes, I know. It's I'm also working as a lawyer, so that's why I get into these kind of questions, I think. So
Absolutely, yeah.
I was
Um,
just thinking, top of my head that because yeah, I told you that I was thinking about starting this drop shipping business, and I got stuck in some level of service where I needed to have like my registered company. So
mhm,
I couldn't proceed to get the service because I needed to
mhm.
have the company. And for me, it was like, I want to start this first, see how it goes,
Yeah,
feel, and I know about the tax rules and everything here in
yeah,
Sweden. So I have, it's no problem with that. And I, of course, want to start my own business, but I
yeah,
also want to like try it out a little bit.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's why
That's
I was
important.
asking. But if it's not, it makes sense though that you have that responsibility on yourself.
So yeah, you start as a free affiliate partner. So Nu Skin always makes sure that only official registered people come in, because just if you connect your bank account as an affiliate partner to your link,
Yeah.
Then Nu Skin knows, okay, she's a real person. She pays tax because she has a bank account. But as you're not working for Nu Skin, they will not check if you're paying, how much you're paying, which form
Oh
of
no.
company you have.
I
Um,
understand.
but let's say, I don't know, we want to bring the business to Estonia. Nu Skin is not there. So someone from Estonia cannot start with Nu Skin because Nu Skin, there is no way for them to
Okay.
set up an official account. Obviously,
Okay.
when things get bigger and you start making 10,000, 15,000 a month, then we need to see, okay, what's the best way to open your own business? Or in Austria, we have GmbH, or we have a free business, or we have a
Yes, yes.
company, or
Yeah,
and then that.
yeah,
Or perhaps even you want to have your company in Estonia because it's outside of Europe, and then
yeah.
there is some extra little tricks and whatever. So
Yeah,
you
I
work
know.
that
You
with
need to
your
be
tax
strategic.
accountant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
that
I
answers.
always recommend you see how it goes. And then, okay, first 300 euros arrive on your bank account, first 500 euros arrive on your bank account. You have all the tax sheets in your back office application. Even that comes every single month. What you do, you just
Oh,
print
yeah,
it out or you just send it directly to your tax accountant. And then
yeah,
he will see, okay, she's making 1,500 extra every single month. That means da 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 da. In
yeah,
Austria, we can make 12,000, I think, free in the
yeah.
first year.
Yeah, we
And
have similar
then,
rules in Sweden. Yeah, exactly. And then you need to pay the taxes and so on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm now moving everything to Mexico because for me, it's getting too
Oh, okay.
crazy in Austria. So that was a better decision for me to bring it to Mexico. But also there, I'm paying tax. I'm a legal
Yeah,
person there with my address, with my papers. And that's very important because already, the industry is very like, oh, this is a pyramid and this is a scam and na 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 na. And Nu Skin is very old fashioned and very strict with all these things. If you don't have an official bank account, if
yeah.
you just have an online bank like a Revolut or something, they don't
Ah,
accept
yeah,
it. It
yeah,
doesn't work. You
yeah,
need a real bank account because that means the bank has your papers, the bank knows where you live, the bank
yeah.
has seen
Yeah,
that
it's
you are actually
transparent
a Swedish
also.
citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good.
And some people say, oh, no, 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 no. But for me, it's actually making sure that I'm working with a partner that cares about us and about the industry and about transparency.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the last thing, no skills needed. That is what I showed you in the beginning. So we have the single mom, and then we have the girl from the hospitality, and then we have the waitress who just wants to stop working in the restaurant. There is so many
Yeah.
women and so different characters coming into this business. And we all start, we all start from scratch. It needs the motivation, it needs the vision, but the skills is not so important because that's what we're going to pick up along the way.
Yeah. I have a question though. Sorry to interrupt you with
Oh, all good. It's
questions.
all about your questions. Very important. I
Uh,
appreciate that.
does everyone like start off, doing the influencer thing, or is it like on social media, or is it also like, because I was thinking about this today, like you can do this in so many ways also, with your network or having meetings or sending out the links, via email, perhaps, as well as, you know, doing it on a social media channel and so on.
It's
So I'm just
very interesting
curious
that you
how
say
people
that.
do it.
Let me show you. Mm, so where do I have it? So these people, they are from Sweden and they are from
Mhm.
Denmark. They are my mentors. They do
Ah,
this
okay.
since 25 years.
Oh, okay.
They have brought 500,000 people into their network. If any of these 500,000 people makes any purchase, the money goes to them. They live in Nizza, in Mona. They really
Yeah.
like don't need to work anymore.
Yeah, they have a good life.
They don't even have a Facebook account. They don't even know how to put a profile picture into their WhatsApp because that's their generation. But they are one of the most successful people in this industry. And
Yeah.
you know why? Because they were going and doing the one-on-one thing. They did
Yeah.
the events, they brought the people. The Ingela, she is here on the right side in the blue dress. And she had this speech, and she said, you know, I was building my business from the kitchen counter. I was meeting my people in the kitchen and I was talking to them. Most of the times it was women, it was yeah, these kind of people. And back then there was no Instagram. I was not reaching out to people on
Yeah.
Instagram. I was on the phone, you
Yeah.
know, dialing like that. And
Yeah.
I was inviting them over for tea, and I build my business from the kitchen table. And
Yeah.
that's also something where you really see this is not a beauty business. These guys, they, if you ask them about an ingredient of the products, they most probably they will not even know what is melasma,
Mm.
because they know everything about the numbers. They bring in their business people and they show them that this is a possibility to make money globally.
Mm.
So if you're selling cars, or if you're selling houses, or if you're selling beauty, at the end of the day, it's the same. You're making business. This
Yeah.
is about well-being, a healthy lifestyle, and supplements. But in the end of the day, it's a business. And you want to bring people together on the table that have the mindset. And on Instagram, and that's funny to say because I'm building my business from Instagram, but who is on
Mm.
Instagram? Successful people are
Mm.
out there hustling because
Mm.
they are busy. Successful people, and I mean, you know it, you are in this industry, you are a successful lawyer, but you are kind of done with that
Mm.
whole thing. But you don't have time to hang out on Instagram and scroll up and down.
No.
So the real successful people, you most probably will not find them on Instagram.
Mm.
And here it comes. We think, oh, they have everything and they don't need this. But you know what? Even though they have the biggest car, the biggest houses, and the best paychecks, they are looking for something. And that is time freedom, just like you, because you spend days and days and hours and weekends and over hours in the office. And you are kind of limited because only if you go there and if you are there, you getting paid, you exchanging time for money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true.
So when you think about building your business, we will think out of the box. Because if you don't feel well with Instagram, if this is nothing that feels like, I want to do it, I want to explore it,
Mm.
I want to, I don't know, really like spend my time on this application,
Mm.
it can be a podcast. It can be completely without social media because you say, okay, it's really something where I like to bring women together, have a nice tea in a beautiful hotel, or meet them in a meeting room or in a conference room, share with them the opportunity, do one-on-one work and meetings. There's so many ways to do that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
the social media,
Nice.
it doesn't have to be the social media.
Mm.
And
No,
you
but
know, people are kind of done with social media as well. They want to go offline, they want to do a social media detox. They don't want
exactly.
another story for like, I'm selling you this and that. They,
Exactly.
it's a way, but starting from scratch is
Yeah, and I just feel like, I mean, I could go with social media, but I think the people that I'm like inspired by the most are if you, and I think you also need to follow the person for some while, but if the person is really authentic and that you like can feel, because it's so much, everything is not a scam, but you are also paid to show off products, or it's somewhere, you need to make a living out of it, and what is
yeah,
really working and so on. So I think
yeah,
that's hard nowadays for consumers, and it's so many products as well.
yeah,
So that's why I also think like a combination.
yeah,
I think it's a combination is
yeah,
good, where you can
yeah,
like show your authentic self,
yeah,
or like prove in
yeah,
some way or
yeah.
another. So
And that's
it's,
also like how I started to get interested in this business, because before I did the same as an influencer. I was receiving collaboration A, collaboration B, collaboration C. So even working kind of free, I had to work for another person, showing their shampoo, showing their
yeah,
conditioner, putting it into a video format that they wanted,
yeah,
entering the dates that they wanted. And then every other month, I was talking about something new, and then this, and then it didn't feel
yeah,
authentic. Like you said, to my audience, I felt like, oh,
yeah,
this, now I'm talking about that, and then I'm showing this. And at the end of the day, I didn't build a client network. I was just working for someone else. So definitely on social media, there is a huge demand for opportunity like this, because
mm,
with this I started to create my own clients.
mm,
Nowadays I have over 2,000 international clients, and every time they buy from me, and the money goes to my bank account.
mm,
And imagine how many girls out there want to make a living like that.
yeah,
Obviously there's a huge market, but
yeah,
if you don't feel good with it, or if you are like, okay, it can grow on the side, and you more like, okay, let's meet my women one-on-one, that is beautiful, because people really want to, I think, be back in this personal connection as well.
yeah, yeah. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, but it's, I mean, it feels like a huge opportunity. And also, like we were talking about last time, it's just, I just feel like I want to, if I'm gonna start a side hustle, I really need to feel that I can be behind the products. So it's not some kind of product that, you drop shipping from AliExpress or whatever. Like you don't know
Mm.
if it's really, it's like, so it's a combination also, like you want to make the side hustle work because you want a little bit extra pocket money, or money for travels or whatever. But it's also like I don't want anyone to get hurt because I cannot cross-check the devices
Yeah,
or whatever. So it's
yeah,
so many things that opens up, like
yeah,
when you first think about drop shipping, it's like, yeah, but we can do that. It's easy. But after a while, it's like, it's not easy.
yeah.
It's,
And this we didn't even touch, but what Nu Skin guarantees to you is the full customer support. Like this morning, I had a girl and she's like, yeah, my thing broke, and what can I do now? 2 years guarantee. So you just call the support center, I don't know, in Denmark. They are taking care about it. They receiving the broken one, and they sending you a new one right away. You don't have
yeah,
to do anything with that. Nu Skin
that's
has
really
the
good.
full guarantee. If anything happens with a client, let's say they have a rash or something from a serum, Nu Skin is taking care about that. You just send the telephone number to your partner or to your client, and you tell them, call there, and Nu Skin will take responsibility for that.
Yeah,
So all these little details that you already looked into, they are covered, and that really feels good.
yeah, yeah. That is really good. I really like that.
Yeah,
It's also feels safer for me
yeah,
in so many ways,
yeah.
I think.
Even, sometimes when the package gets lost and all these things, everything happens, but
Yeah,
we always have the support center, and it's an American company. It's all about the client, it's all about the friendliness, it's all about, doing the extra step, and there's always support. And yeah, that for me, such a support
yeah,
mentally. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
And even you can think a step further. Let's say, okay, you have this partner that wants to start working with us now in Australia. And obviously, it's a huge time difference. And then you don't really know about what's going on in the Australian product segment, blah, blah, blah. So
Mm,
the support center in Australia gets in touch with your partner. They show them everything. They explain them everything. They have a little, business session, and even for that, they are taking over and taking care of your business partners.
yeah, yeah. That's really good. And
Yeah.
that is with no extra cost then. I mean
No,
the
no,
customer support and
no,
everything.
no extra support. no extra costs. So
Mm.
you don't pay anything like a fee or anything like that. Actually, when you become a little bit into a higher position, you get your own personal assistant. So I don't have to call to the general support center. I just call my kind of personal assistant in Nu Skin. I'm like, oh, please, can you help me? No problem. In 5 minutes, we have a solution.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
It's good. So it pays
yeah,
off then
yeah,
if you have more
yeah,
clients. Yeah.
yeah. And there's no cost for that. We actually pay them with what you produce here, you paying their
Yeah,
salary.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how it works, you start as a free affiliate partner, no contract, and no investments that you have to do. Whenever your first recommendation is done, so let's say you do the recommendation to your neighbor of the supplement that you fall in love with,
Mm.
money goes straight to your bank account. You do this in your pace. If you have 5 hours to invest for your business in the beginning, it's 5 hours. And if you see, oh my God, okay, another 500, another 500, okay, perhaps we gonna do 10 hours per week and reduce 1 hour or one day in the office, then that's fine. It's gonna be the way you decide it to be. No limits for growth. If you want to grow this with 100 partners, or like my mentors from Denmark and Sweden with 500,000 of partners, you decide. And you can inherit this business to your kids. So you're building something for the future generations.
Mm.
Yeah. This is a very basic portfolio of what we can earn with Nu Skin. They have to give us the basic numbers. It all depends on your performance. It's a performance-based salary plan.
Mm.
So everything you recommend is split into different ways to pay to give you the payment. 38% is your margin. So let's say you have the wholesale price and then you have the customer price, and the
Mm.
38% of this difference straight to your bank account.
Mm. Okay.
When you have achieved your first qualification, this is like a one-time qualification that we have to do.
Mhm.
You will unlock your commissions, and the commissions will be 40% of the whole sales level that you do within 1 month. They split 40% directly to your bank account as well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then what becomes interesting, because they are not about, I mean, they like that we do the social selling, but how you make money here is about building generational income, the team building. So if
Yeah.
you show your friends this opportunity, if they show it to their friends, and if they show it to their friends, you are creating this level income, and you are paid 6 levels in the depth. 5% of everything that is happening
Ah,
goes to your bank account. So the bubbles that you see here, the 2, the 4, the 5, the 6, that stands for the partners in your team. So let's
ah,
say you
okay.
have 5 ladies that have the same idea like you. Okay, let's do something on the side. Let's create a little bit more income. And these women see and understand how this can work and what to do, and they go the same way that we go with their activities. That can mean already $5,000 on your bank account, and that's $60,000 a year. That's not too bad,
Yeah.
because we're
No.
not talking about 50 people, we're talking about 5.
Mm. Yeah. That's
And
good.
here, just that you see it a little bit more in colors, that always helps me.
Yeah.
If you build 6 generations, obviously that's not happening within 2 weeks. That's
Mhm.
something that we build in 3 years or 4 years.
Yeah.
But that will then mean that everything that you have created in all these 6 levels, 5% goes to your bank account. That is huge.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
money
good.
printing machine. Because in
Mm.
these, when you have set up this organization, you don't need to work anymore.
Mm. No.
So setting up this organization, yes, it will be hard. It will be hustle. It will be tears. It will be sweat. It will be a lot of us working together on many strategies, and many will work and others will not. But
Yeah.
it is the time for this kind of business right now. If you set up this organization, you have done the work that other people do 40 years and then they go in pension and enjoy their life for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
You do that here in 4, 5, 6 years and then enjoy the rest of your life.
Yeah. So what is the upper, like gold, ruby, the numbers? What do they
Oh,
stand for?
yeah. So the numbers, we have different stages of your career ladder. When you start building your teams, and let's say you have one team member who is successful, you become a gold partner.
Ah, okay.
If you being a lapis partner with 2 or 3 successful partners in your team, this is when you have earned your first success trip to the United States with your family, free flights, free Marriott hotel,
Ah,
and free
okay,
food.
okay.
And then it goes on and on and on. So you working yourself kind of up in the career ladder, depending on the successful leaders that we bring into our organization.
So just so I get it straight, but is it so it's a partner that's a different kind from like a client or a consumer that only buys the product, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this is written down here. We get paid in different ways. You get paid recommendations if you have a client.
Mm.
Let's say your neighbor is all about the collagen and is your regular client and they buy every month the collagen. So that's then your client and you get
Yeah.
paid the 30% commission and the 40%, the 30% margin and the 40% commission for your clients.
Yeah.
Clients are a lot of work because then, oh, how you like the collagen? Ah, okay, the package isn't right. Okay, then I gotta call the support and
Yeah.
so it's maintenance, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, it is work. If we look into bringing leaders, people who want to make money, people who want to grow a business into our organization, we will explain them everything. We will
Mm.
show them how to do it, but then they will go out there and do the same. So
Yeah.
perhaps you are skiing in the mountains and your business partners are having an event and bringing in new people, or your business partners selling 5 Lumi spas and bringing in commission while you are hanging out with your kids. So your organization grows,
Yeah.
but without you always being, there.
Yeah.
That's how you will start automatizing money, creating time freedom because you will make money when you are not present. And
Mm.
you are creating the generations of 5 levels deep income.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
understand.
that is the 5%. If you build the generations, it's the 5% that you earn. So let's
Yeah.
say in my team, I think this morning someone sold a galvanic. I was waking up here in the United States 6 hours later. Oh, okay. I made a split of 50 euros on something while
Ah,
I
yeah.
was sleeping.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And last month I was unlocking commissions in 9 different countries
Ah, okay. That's cool.
because I have some business partners in Belgium. I have some business
Yeah.
partners in Switzerland. I have clients in Italy. I have some clients in Spain. So I'm spreading from
Yeah.
my phone into the world and
Yeah.
unlocking money all over the globe.
Yeah. Ah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, this is also something, I mean, I guess you're traveling a lot, you're living a good life as a lawyer, there's financial abundance, but it's great to see how we've been taken care of by Nu Skin. It's not only that we get paid in money, but we also get paid in incentives. 2 travels per year where the company is taking you and your family around the world, Maldives, United States. Last year we went to Mykonos. This year I think they are going to Morocco, always the best hotels. So twice a year you can, with your performance, achieve the goals and get these travels. We
Oh, okay.
also have incentives for devices. Now, in the moment, you can get your WellSpa. That's a $500 device.
Yeah.
They get it for you for free if you reach your goals. So there's a
Mm.
lot of motivation, internal,
Yeah, that's good.
just go, go, go. And that's fun because they recognize our work, they acknowledge what we do, and that feels good.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
And that's already the last slide. It's about the community. So we have one business partner in Sweden. She's not really active. She loves the devices, but she's not really performing. But
Okay.
there's always happening a lot. We have weekly phone calls, we have one-on-one coachings. Now we're going to meet in Frankfurt. We already have set up a lot of social media material. If you say, okay, Sophie, can you come to Sweden? I have 50 people here and they really want to get started, then we do that. So the
Yeah.
community is there. There's a lot of amazing women. We inspire each other. If there's questions, we talk about it. So yeah, the community already exists, and it would be great to have you being part of it and bring in more amazing women and share the opportunity that we have to offer.
That's nice. Okay, so it is one in Sweden, but not really working so actively then. So that's
Yeah.
also interesting.